everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Andrea and I'm a music photographer based in London, and I do videos mostly about that. Emphasis on mostly because today is going to be a bit more of a casual vlog again. Need to go to the post office because I sold a print. I think this one is going to America, which is cool. I also got a doctor's appointment. I need to remove some of my stitches. If you watched my vlog yesterday, I mentioned finishing a couple photos that I didn't get a chance to finish because I was editing the Beatles video for the whole day. It took me so long. Depending on when this video comes out, I might be able to show you the final images. We're in mid-Feb in London. It's pretty gloomy, it's pretty dark. I was considering even putting the night vision mode on my camera, but I think that would just mess things up. I love this face tracking feature. It feels like there's someone filming me. This really bothered me yesterday. I feel like I'm very lucky because of course Lumi is not perfect, but she doesn't cry for food or meow for food. She's pretty well behaved. And then for my little fish, the lights are not even on both tanks because it's a little bit earlier today. It's on in that one. I have them on timers just so I don't have to come in here and wake them up every day. I'm hoping, because I have to go to the doctor's appointment, that maybe I'll use a different post office to ship it. I actually really like the people in my local post office, but it's just nice to have a little change of scenery, I guess. Also, I'm running out of stickers. Maybe I'll turn the lights on even though it's 10 a.m. But yeah, so is life, so is London. The print that I sold is just one of my collectible prints. It's one of Amy, Forever Muse. This was shot at the Shackwell Arms in London in maybe 2019, 2018. I think it's like one of the best venues in London because you get to see a lot of artists on an ascent of sorts. When you catch a really good show, a really packed show at the Shackwell Arms, it's just before that artist outgrows the size of the venue and goes to larger venues. So it's kind of like one of the best venues to get intimate shows with your favorite artists before they blow up. So it's a very special and specific space and time where you can experience that. And I feel like that gig was definitely me experiencing that. So I'm very grateful that I was there. Okay, so I'm running out of my stickers and I haven't ordered any more because I'm also thinking about maybe rebranding a little bit, like my logo. So this is a logo that I just literally, as you can probably tell, just hand drew 7-8 years ago. I like it, but it's a little off center, which is the vibe. It's like the DIY vibe, but I've been flirting with the idea of rebranding the logo a little bit. Like I said, this print is part of the collectible print project that I started in 2019. I don't really do it anymore. This is not to say that I wouldn't start again, but I can't find my pen that I always used to sign all my prints. So this one is gonna be a special edition signature with my You Are a Star pen. So, okay. Like I was saying, so the collectible print project, I started it in, I think 2019. And the whole concept around it was that I was shooting a lot of gigs for free. It was kind of at the beginning of my career. And I wanted to kind of like subsidize the documentation of the London underground scene by selling these affordable prints. So they were part of a series. So every month I would release a print. I think there's a total of like 25 prints or something. I think this was the first one. I still love this photo. I love these boys. Hess Parks. This was shot, I believe, in Camden. Before or after her gig, I can't remember. I also love this one. But yeah, maybe some other time I will show you more. There's Julia, Sunflower Bean, Cherry Glazer. Also, sorry if today I'm a little bit low energy. I think honestly the weather makes me a bit sleepy. Like I don't feel as sharp because it's so moody. I feel like I'm in a dream. It just is what it is. London in the winter, what can you do? So here's the little print. So it's going to the Lauren in Boston. So if you're watching this, thank you so much for your order and I hope you enjoy it. Having people buy your prints is something that I did not anticipate necessarily when I first starting out being so rewarding. I think it's like the nicest compliment you can get. It's like someone wanting to have your art in their homes, you know, like taking place in their material world, something that they look at like every day, or maybe they gift it to someone. It's such like a nice compliment. I remember when I sold prints to Japan and Canada and like Chile, like places that I haven't been personally, but then your art has been there, which is so interesting, like how your art can reach places like in a physical way that you haven't yet. Skin closures for my wound. What a fun haul. I'm gonna get my umbrella. Obviously, my South American, Mediterranean people, maybe you can relate. I hate coats. I hate wearing coats. I hate not being able to like fold my arms. I just like being literally in a bikini and Havaianas. I would rather be cold and wear less clothes, just sensory wise, which is stupid. I gotta say, filming on the streets is the biggest exposure therapy exercise I can ever do. The more you do, the most interesting shots you get, like the more worth it is. But when you're out, oh my God. But in my mind, maybe it's not a bad character trait to be a little apprehensive about vlogging, because it's a little narcissistic, maybe it's a little annoying for other people. Also, my other friend is playing a gig tonight, which I may go to, but I'm not too sure because I'm just not really in a social mood, but maybe that means that I should go and get social, but... Hey guys, I'm back from being outside. I'm feeling a little sad because basically I went to remove stitches from my chest, and as she removed the stitches, they ripped open. So now I kind of have like an open wound on my chest. And now I need to work on a couple calendars, a couple photos, and my video is coming out today. So I need to make a thumbnail for that. But now I'm feeling a little defeated. Do any of your cats groom you like this? I mean, honestly. Okay, don't eat it though. Also, if I sounded biased when I was talking about the Chakra Alarms as a very special, unique venue, maybe this is why, or maybe not. I'm the one who fills in the calendars every month, and it's a very high honor. One of the things I need to do today is to work on the calendar for March. It's a pretty nice privilege that the other work that I do alongside my photography work is so linked to the music industry and my music scene in London. I honestly don't take it for granted at all. It just means that I get to be very involved in everything, and literally the best sort of day job I could ask for. But yeah, I'm just gonna edit this now and I'll be back. Hi everyone! So I stopped filming the other day because I got depressed about my stitches.
Yeah, she did.
Splitting open, and now I'm FaceTiming my best friend for some good vibes. And one thing that I always do when I'm not feeling great and when I feel like I'm not in control of my own life is to declutter. So, also my microphone is peaking. How do I change that? I don't know. How do I change the sensitivity? Because usually I'm whispering, you best to believe. Anyway, so the first 3 things that I need to get rid of my room are these 3 books, because even though I want to read them, I don't like the editions. Stop laughing! I don't like the editions. I know I am having a manic episode. That's better than a depressive episode, bitch. I'm getting rid of these because even though I want to read them, they are kind of ugly editions. I've been meaning to read them for so many years. So I want the experience to be great because I've been waiting, and it's going to change my life. I'm going to definitely go into a special interest manic episode after I read this. So I want to make sure that the experience is as good as it can be. I don't know how I feel about this, but I am curious just because it's such a classic, and I think before you can criticize something, you have to read it. So yeah, I hate this edition. Bye. But yeah, a lot of these books are books that have a lot of editions out, so I might as well get an edition that I like. Okay, next.
Maybe like a vintage one would be cute.
With Lolita, there are a lot of pretty versions, but with Lord of the Rings, they're all ugly. So I don't know what to do. And I don't mean this to offend anyone, but like, yeah. I'm scared of the internet. I like, what are these like the, oh my gosh, the amount of dust. I need to clean the room too. I need to clean, declutter. Anyway, so I love these editions for classics. Are these the Penguin Classics hardcover? They also have it in soft cover. I'm reading Wuthering Heights with the soft cover version of the classic because I don't actually, even though I think they're very pretty and don't deteriorate as fast, I don't enjoy reading hardcover as much as I do soft cover. So yeah, but anyway, I think this is a nice addition. For example, I have set those aside for a while now and it's been bugging me because I look at them every day and they're like out of place and they're ugly and I'm feeling overwhelmed, so I need them out. And by out, I just mean donate it. So what else do I want to declutter? Oh my God, there's so much. I literally go to bed and the last thought in my head before I fall asleep and the first thought I have when I wake up are these items in my room that I want to get rid of. And I can't keep living like this. Like, I try to drown the voices because I don't know if it's productive to get rid of these things. I need it out so I can think about at least new items next time I go to bed and wake up. So it's not the same ones. Tá, deixa eu fechar a porta porque eu tô com vergonha. My room is such a mess. I'm really scared that this is showing on camera. But this is the reality and this is something I can fix in like 10 minutes. But I want to declutter first because it is what it is. Okay, so Nikki, are you paying attention?
Yeah.
Okay, first item that I've been thinking about first thing in the morning. It literally faces me when I wake up. Okay, so I have this little Zara coat, which first of all, it's Zara, which already makes me not want it.
Sorry, you're decluttering more than just the books?
Yes, it's like my whole life.
Oh, shit.
But I like it. Okay, it's going back. I think I want to get rid of things that I don't actually use or haven't used in over like a year or two.
Yeah.
Okay, something else I've also been thinking about. We literally bought this together in Amsterdam, but it's like not real leather, which like pains me. Wait, let me put you here so that when I talk to you, I'm also looking here. So I bought a black one with a belt in Amsterdam, and then I also bought this brown one, and I used it a lot to be honest, but it's not real leather. And that kind of irks me a little bit, you know?
It's not?
Yeah, I guess not. Look, apparently when they say genuine leather, it's actually worse than just leather.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
But that one doesn't say anything, just says polyester, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Filming long strips of footage without me like focusing on the camera and like trying to give good content makes me anxious because the files are so big. I'm gonna separate the things that I don't want. Otherwise, this is gonna be like 100 gigabytes and I can't. I already got a warning today on my computer that my storage was running low, so I literally cannot add that to my mental overwhelm.
A few moments later.
I've been fighting my demons for about 5 minutes where I don't know what to do. And as I'm here trying to focus, all I see are these guys. I'm gonna show you in a second. I've been making eye contact with this and it's giving me like a psychotic break a little bit. Also, I don't know if I should include all this terminology, but I don't have the vocabulary to explain it without being exaggerated. They go a little bit against my minimalist wannabe lifestyle, but I just need to accept that I'm not a minimalist.
But you're also not like a waster. Like you're very
Thank you, Nikki.
sustainable. It's true.
For example, I have a lot of books and I find it very hard to get rid of them. I know with like the Kumari method, she says thank them for like reading them and then get rid of them. And I'm like, bitch, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But I have this
There's
cheat
this-
code. I take them to Portugal to my dad's house. So I have like a whole separate collection there.
Yeah.
Because they're books that I want anyway, but because London feels a little bit more fleeting with like the threat of having to move out. I just like to take things that I really don't need in my immediate life there, so it's like safe and I don't have to carry it around.
When you're a foreigner somewhere, even if you have been living there for so long, I think there's always a risk of having to leave at some point. And also, if you don't have your own home and you're renting, it's always hard to fully decorate, settle. I mean,
For sure. Like, for example, in this flat that I am now, I've been here for 6 years and I've finally, I think maybe like 4 years in, I decided to get fish tanks, which I know is a little niche. No, and the cat didn't come first. So I finally committed because I was like, I can't keep living this half life. I decided to finally commit to getting something that feels like a heavy burden to carry around. But I was like, I need to live my true, authentic self in life, and this is something I really want. A year later, I got a cat. So that was huge, obviously a huge decision, but I needed to live my truth. So I did. And I have 2 fish tanks, a cat, a million books. So what else can I get rid of? Gosh, this is like literally my least favorite decluttering videos, is when people just like say, okay, I'm gonna declutter, and then they don't declutter anything. You know what? I'm also doing this as therapy. You know, I need to be kind and let it heal me, as opposed to being more frustrated with myself. Because I'm doing this to help myself, huh? So I've never worn these, but they look cute behind my mirror. For those of you that don't know, my hair is naturally very curly. I know what people say, like, I don't think my hair is like not fine and curly. I have a lot of hair and it's very curly. If I put this on and off like 2 times, my hair becomes a mane. So like I don't have a lot of room for trial and error, and it makes me nervous. But I love the concept. I'm gonna keep them. It's my only cap. So guess what, guys? I'm gonna keep it. Have I got rid of anything yet? Yes, I got rid of 3 books. Something else that's really hard for me when it comes to decluttering is because I always try to like do it in a sustainable way. I feel a huge responsibility when I bring something into my life. So when I get rid of them, I also feel a huge responsibility to have it go somewhere where it's gonna be used and not just like thrown away. A lot of the times I leave stuff close to my house, like outside, and I always check to see if it's gone. And usually it's gone within like an hour, and I feel like there's one person in town that has like a house full of my stuff, because it goes so quickly. And I feel like it's one person because I put such a different like range of things: plant pots, books, a cushion, some cream, like nah, and like it's all gone. And I'm like, who needs all of that? Times are tough, maybe that's why. Not even joking about that, but all of this to say, me trying to paint myself as a great person, all of this to say that maybe due to mental health conditions and necessities, I might just have to get rid of it all and give it to a charity shop and let them deal with it. Because I've read many articles saying that a lot of things that you take to the charity shops don't actually get put out, and it goes to like landfills anyway. So I try to do it myself, but for mental health reasons, I might have to put that responsibility on them this time, because I feel like I'm going crazy. Ow, let me... Okay, please. This is not the image you want on the internet, huh? Because everybody loves you. You seem perfect, and then you go and do these things, huh? Ow!
Recluttering.
Yeah, we're recluttering. I'm scared of like bending down to put this in the dirty laundry and the camera panning to the mess that's in my room, but here we go. I'm gonna have to cut this off. And then I listed something on Vinted that I've had for a little while. Someone sent me an offer. I was like, okay, great. Now they're not buying it. Should I declutter it?
Just getting 8 views.
Yeah, literally, it's gonna get like 50 views. So my content, it's like all about music photography, but sometimes I just want to like talk about my normal life as well. So I hope people don't mind. Like maybe if I do this enough, it will be like split. There'll be people who only like certain things, and that's not very good for the channel maybe, but also, my gosh, I can't overthink everything. I'm just trying to have a good time, be productive, hang out. Hi guys. So I did organize my room, and I do feel a lot better. Sometimes all you need is to call your best friend and get a little silly. Even if you don't succeed greatly, you still kind of tried it and you got it out of your head. I think I might end this vlog here, just because it's getting a little long and a little deranged. And thank you so much if you made it till the end of the video, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, bye-bye.